Dear one, I give God praise for your lives, and I thank you and I congratulate you for being able to go through these 21 days of fasting and prayers. I saw some people, I realized it wasn't easy for them, but they were soldiering on. We thank God that we've come to the end of the 21 days talking about what? Spiritual warfare. I believe that God has raised you to a certain level, and I just want to remind you that every level has its blessing. Okay, so don't say that we finished the program and then you go back to where you were. No, walk with the Lord at your new level, because many new blessings await you. Walk with the Lord in faith. Walk with the Lord in this spiritual warfare and strategic warfare. And I know that it shall be well with you. We ended with strategic warfare. And strategic warfare is not only about victory, but it's about you standing after all is done. I pray that the Lord, amen.
Expresso and the Anope coming to you live from our studios here at Adentan Frafrahana. This is TAG Television. Let's take a little time to apologize to you once again for the break in transmission. Fidino hayen kakra enti be sima edunum nie ye off, but nyamiadom everything has been restored, and we thank God. We are back to give you an edifying experience. Doctors, what an awesome video.
Yes, it was.
And a message there from the president.
Yes, it was.
Or say, yeah, we're 21 days. Now, what you mean, sir, Empire Bonia Conchi, we. But I don't just say, Santa, maybe I shall see it there. Keep walking with the Lord.
Yes.
And I'll say, and maybe baby betchiro so no. Can say he that is in you is greater than he that is in the world. For asamu to ukoto dream first we come na fanante. Continue walking with the Lord after these 21 days. The maybe baby betchiro so no. Can say greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. It's time for newspaper review. I don't pay ye koko wan kratemu ne yahwene omoka ye kanisade ya yemfa the Ghanaian Times and shasi and the pay the Ghanaian Times the banner headline as it don't assent to tribunal's bill. A minority leader Honorable Afenyo Markins ena oka nesa nemfoni eda hofefefe the blue black suit with a shade of red tie or say ma or man penny on sign tribunal's bill no naturally say ojidi se bibi omua enkoye enunti yenhwe senior ebekono oba on sabonkumu honso a or say prioritize employment led growth eye ISSER isa ena omo kachre aban no eno nso betimi akenkan mu e page 11 of the Ghanaian Times. Now, Kostro Hodea, a Omampeni President John Dramani Mahama, Nemfoni Edaho, or see Tema Oil Refinery, a toll is back, ready to champion energy security. And into Omampeni, or she in Yambo, or she in crying, said Tema Oil Refinery, no, send your nance and send me because so ye ton, a buying ton for or see debi. Bibi are fine. Inti Omasang or Mechi, ye Edumadin Pa. Edi ahwese ye energy ho nsensem no ebe tuto ye president info ni nso Eda Ehonum. Oba on Sandy Faso, a beautiful picture of the very respected Chancellor of University of Cape Coast, Dr. Sam Jonah. Ediana Walker, or UCC must train problem solvers, not rot learners. And in Dr. Sam Jonah, highly respected, man in this nation and even beyond. Or see, say UCC school porn, yet titi addition for betting solve problems. Or benya or how anu ye and yet addition enkoa keke. Finally here, Ghana records 148 billion Ghana cedi trade surplus in 2025. The Boskali didn't say ya. Na ayesika chuchudi yehwese ni nyina ebe translate into the betterment of our nation, and that's the ultimate goal of everything we are doing with the economy. That's what we have for the Ghanaian Times in the Anope. Doctors,
moving on, we are going to the New Crusading Guide, and it says NPP alleges political interference in Sedina Ationu. Acquittal announces August 6th protest. Now, pages number 3, 9, and 10 gives us more details in that story in the New Crusading Guide newspaper. And to the top right corner, it says Dunkwa Onothin installs new Manrehene and chief linguist. Manrehene and chief linguist. Page number 10 gives us more details. And also to the bottom corner of the right side, BCM donates to Kolebu Child Health Department to support critically ill children. BCM donates to Kolebu Child Health Department to support critically ill children. Now, Jacqueline Opon-Mensah leads Vito S-Class technology-driven transformation in vehicle inspection. Also, Royal Family. Raura.
Yeah, Raura.
Hey, Henry, my English accent is interfering with my Ghanaian accent.
Jama, you 21 days into it.
Hey, Henry, so sorry about that.
Raura, yeah.
Royal Family rejects reported gazetting of self-styled chief. Okay. And last but not the least, Ashanti region NPP needs decisive leader, not flip-flopper. This is coming from a chairman. That's all for the New Crusading Guide.
Your Crusading Guide, yeah, Doctors Mayanko Daily Guide. The Daily Guide, and on a pay also tribunals a kangaroo courts. Minority leader, Honorable Apenyo Markins, and also all kinds of tribunals, no kangaroo courts. You know, and not say, where we are, no. And you say, ma abine assent to that bill in Funi Ewo Honumpa. Top left hand corner. Honorable Sami Jemfi, Gold Board CEO, or catch the Amononi for diaspora, say move beyond remittance to investment. Almost more money scan, crack, they check how far they are there. But I say, Monfesi Kachuchi Dimbra, and for me, Numa, move beyond remittance to investment. More emphasis can be share economy na enyini na emu MBA. Chain the modest support and kakran. So move beyond remittance to investment. Sami Jemfi, CEO of Gold Board, and our catch a diaspora and phone. UCC must produce job-ready graduates, according to Dr. Sam Jonah. I am say ya can't wait that I will be home in phone if pa eda a year a honomono. Oba FM kakran soa a year Godfrey Dame is criticizing Sedina Tamakluz acquittal on being in phone. Ewo honum send your kind of what you are a tremono, and yes, said in a temaclo. So I didn't know hooray, you know, but any paper ninja people are speaking and sharing views on it. Godfrey Damen so or say no dear. He is criticizing her release. On the right hand side, a very displeasing headline. Man jailed 10 years for defiling stepdaughter. Can you imagine? What is that? Any baby panka. That can be but Bribint can be. Let's just keep it there. Yeah. That's all for the front page of the Daily Guide in the Monday morning.
All right. Now we are moving on to the Informer. It says AGOSP turf war, Supreme Court applauded. Legal expert warns against Attorney General's overreach. Now to the right corner, it says minority sounds alarm over 704% fuel oil levy hike. Page number 4 gives us more details in the Informer newspaper. At the left top corner, it says you have not arrived yet. This is coming from Economist, warning government as Ghanaians struggle to fuel economic recovery. Page 4 gives us details of that story. Onto the left bottom corner, it says appeals court verdict on Sedina TI demands accountability beyond acquittals. See page number 5 for more details of that story also. Last but not the least, protect your territory. Koku Anyi Doho demands stronger guardrails to save Ghana's journalism. Page number 2 gives us more details of that story, and that's all for the Informer this morning.
From Informer, let's go to the Daily Searchlight. And then Anopay, the Daily Searchlight, the banner headline also said in Natamaklo acquittal politically engineered. MPP now, they are accusing the Court of Appeal and accusing government as well. Say, Mamma Janity, MPU crack, say, a manosem pio, and a air coso, according to the Daily Searchlight. Oko esroho on sabunkum soa. Atufo sends fast tracking of tax increases through certificates of urgency unacceptable. Minority no ena omo kan say obehu eye Dr. Kesel Atufo sen infoni e bata ho ache say why steady pa otie dia minority e kan. Elder Kofi launches 12 books and calls on Africans to embrace reading culture. Obam Finfiwa Mahama calls for citizen responsibility after viral Tema Newtown fish sanitation video. Ubehuan were page 9 of the Daily Searchlight. Any Dorcas president is calling us to become participators, not spectators.
Okay.
Maybe been a kasa. See, Chasel Cobom Piniform and Coboma, Ben Chamun Cosem family. Oh, Madam,
say something.
Yes, who be a cabibi, a young man penny no casa today. I see him for your wind sham, Memuni, May and Yansha High in your side, Coba, Ibibuamo, Benson family. Now, so now, if I won't ye pa, and the president is calling us to be responsible citizens. Finally, here on Nightingale Educational Complex marks 20th anniversary. We in a award the front page of the Daily Searchlight and they Anopay Edemayen.
Okay, but before I move on to the next newspaper, Henry, President John Dramani Mahama yesterday was at church, Assemblies of God. They were celebrating their men, so he gave the sermon yesterday. And his new name, after, I'm sure his new name after presidency is going to be Reverend John Dramani Mahama.
Reverend Dramani.
It was so beautiful service. With Hamilton Henry. I mean, he says returning back to the faith of our fathers. That was the title.
That's so refreshing to know that the president of this nation believes in God, number one, believes in Jesus Christ, believes in the Holy Spirit, believes in the scripture. His son said, it's good to know.
It's Daily Statesman and say Ghana's democracy under siege. Afenyo marking demands accountability before Parliament recess. Sorry. Now, page number 2 gives us more details of that story in the Daily Statesman. Moving on at the left bottom top corner, Koklu fires up NPP grassroots for 2028 comeback. And also Coca has the right fortitude to build Ashanti NPP. And also Tua Yabua congratulates newly elected Sunyani East NPP executives, calls for unity. Now at the bottom corner, NPP announces nationwide demo against attack on constitutional governance. Now on the bottom corner, on the bottom part of the Daily Statesman front page, it says Dr. Pipi pledges integrity-led leadership and urges reimagining Ghana. Page number 3 gives us more details on the Daily Statesman newspaper. That's all for that.
May I call the custodian newspaper Anopayno. I say Ghana is not safe under NDC. And a minority leader, Honorable Apenyo Markins, I say Ghana is not safe under NDC. As minority leader decries attack on free speech and selective justice. Parliament. On the top left-hand corner, my mission is to make DMB President in 2029. Asanteman Coker ena can say Asanteman Coker chairman odino ho Kweku Apia aka Asanteman Coker wagene chekoko waje ni t-shirt fita ena all kanisa osinani so ade hunu ne say Dr. Muhammad Bawumia obemana bedio mampani afi 2029 time and Ghanaian people that will tell. Oko top right hand corner so or say Bawumia eulogizes late Yana and salutes new regent of Dagbon. Yati ase say omeyi opani a obehwe emra wosiesie na wakokra. It calls for home grown investment. Let's invest in the poultry industry.
Yes.
Yentimi enye enkoko ewo Ghana ha ene nkusua ebe economy ebe ya pomudin because imported ones see we are not guaranteed or sure how safe is it compared to the yankasa yenye ewo Ghana ha. Finally, on the front page of the Custodian newspaper no or say gold boost Ghana's trade surplus to 148.3 billion Ghana cedis in 2025. That's all for the front page of the Custodian newspaper.
All right, now to the last but one. Yeah, we have one last but one newspaper to go. Now this is the Ghanaian Publisher. It says Mohammed's reset is a sham. Page number 3 is giving us details. It's coming from Osahin as he goes nuclear on NDC. And Goldboard CEO Sami Jimfi champions African wealth ownership. On the bottom right corner, it says NPP hit streets on Thursday over selective justice. And the last story here on the Ghanaian Publisher says Dar es Salaam's Attorney General over Sedina acquittal. All right, Henry, that's all for.
And then I end with the BNFT, Business and Financial Times, and I pay any DV newspaper review. No, Kasiapa na wachoro wenim ho pension assets surpass 120 billion Ghana cedis as NPRA pushes for wider coverage. Afiuko esoro kakra ose Echima Impunua Community Bank records 26.17 million Ghana cedis profit, and the shareholders get 45% return on the current 0.20 Ghana cedi per share price. We on page 2 of the BNFT. Community banking simo ewo hone twima mponua yes you menya mfaso pa. That's good news there for shareholders and for our economy. On revenue, the BNFT is reporting say customs bill leaves key duty questions unresolved. I don't see customs bill no it leaves key duty questions unresolved. In same be say piwo it just say webema ho anu ye. You can read more on that on page 2 of the Business and Financial Times. In Finfinho on the left hand side, PwC urges business cautions, says second half set to test economy. Or say I think 2026 from July to December, the second half of the year. They are telling us that the second half of the year is set to test the economy. Say naso ana enjina ne naso. Empire born say be jina ne naso na bibia nso akoyi ama omanfo. At the end of the day meneu ena yewomu ekoyi a ekoyi ede emaye. Finally, RNAQ Food Bank saves 3 million meals in first year. Obetimi akinkan no nso ewo page 3 of the BNFT. Mienu bi wosoro ho mayenhwe. Congratulations Dr. Ernest Ofori Sapon. Ede na waya yema no congratulations si opese wo hundi a page 6 of BNFT. Afei corner hene and stools Dr. Ampon as inaugural Abuafu hene of Kona, and also page 17 of the BNFT. That brings us to the end of the newspaper review. And anopay send your pamocho, edikano, and fideno hayakakra enti, send emrano economy. We'll get straight into our discussion. Not just a best KP apostolic insight and then anopay barochna, yebedi apostolic home and come. Stay with us, we'll be right back. Orofe mo achen esang emo akwaba edeba Tak TV so ene anopay a morning express jumedi and I will show you where we promise to give you an edifying experience. Oyo Nyankopon ampa, a great rendition there by the Mount Zion Music Ministry Banda with Sena ene anopay. Sena katre mo ye babedi nkomo mienu ai uhie yipa. Na edin kaino a constitutional review. Seni nyina yinim no eye omampani John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic. Otu enipa enwotwe esi wo se omonye constitutional review. Kire se omonhwehwe eye emrane ne yede bo oman no ho ban eye constitution no na wonhwe se nsakira ye bi omu etwase ye ya constitutional review omoka enioma p about 13 solid points by summary ena omoka ho asem na etwase enyam ntiase na yehwese ne ekoro esanse yen ne ewo oman ne mu na ebekoso ana enkoso no efa ye ho pa enu ntia no pay yehwe kwan se yebenya emranimni ekukuda na ode yen abewura constitutional review num wa kire yemu ede na ba ne pese wo ye ede na ase kire tie na what are toys constitutional review ebia what for the first time because constitutional review as a kire and say and somewhere by the bobo so no how is it going to affect us as individuals. Now the committee's recommendation are generally a public interest bebre nkomodie p na ekoso ebimu energy bimu ho ebimu nso ani enje ho kura eno nti yebebobbo ensem ni bi so amaw na yehwe kwan se ebenya mranim na ode yen abewuramu yi mene do kaze yenye emranimfo yen ensem twerefo enti yebobbo so amaw na wahu senia etie yen saka emranim no a ono be kire yase yiye because we have about 13 points 13 by summary a committee no ede etudwa mame mbobo beye ensonso na onso abobo ensia so amaye na maje wadwenkire say dem frɛ no ordinary Ghanaians ordinary Ghanaians in the floor members no say ne yeti asefa no you know just take your views on it while we wait to get the lawyer who is qualified to explain what these things mean and how it affects you and I. So by summary, 13 key reforms that are, you know, proposed by the committee Abano SETI, and the kind is that the presidency term has been extended from 4 years to 5 years. Send you name the two maybe a year man penny emrase bedwafo na emfisia 9 ena omo so omodi ebebu omano. Per this review no ye twim efri emfisia 9 efri emfisia enum na kire say president bia aba owini baako a obedi omampani emfisia num enye 9 bium na odi mienu ka ho eno so osabedi num aka ho ya kameni no boma na ye emfisia du odwene ho sei afei de etoso mienu parliamentary term no so has been extended from 4 to 5. I am Rassemblage no so and also yatwim free 9 ekosi enum eninte wo MP no owene no obedi so a emfie num ena afi obedie enye emfie e9. The etoso miensa number 3 reform is that the presidential age has been lowered. First no adise us di mfisia eduanan ansana obetima yuti so pese odi o mampani wo Ghana. Say yatesu aba emfisia eduasanum enenti young men, young women qualified by age 35 to contest for the presidency. And also say, ena odwene home esi efa. Ni abubo so nyina no obetime do comment e de abreng e WhatsApp. The WhatsApp number no 0504095351 0504095351. Yenu na edi dwumadi eninti send a comment fabra eye your WhatsApp platform ne so enema ye bobo so say na odwene ho wadwenkyere ne say 4 to 5 years ebeboa ana se emwa eye omampani emfishia yate so aba eduasanum ansa na obetimi a contest for president no hwa eye ana enye is it giving opportunity to the youth ana eye pray hondodo say ena wadwen eye wo send your comments to our WhatsApp number 050409 5351. Ubetumi nso leave comments on our Facebook and YouTube war yɛbɛhwɛ na yakenkan ama wiase ate won kan ye pa. Number 4 review or say president to pay tax. So mampani no obetua eye eto, he will pay tax on salary and allowances and the indirect taxes on goods and services. Not just say can no mampani ontua tax. Say no, yes a president obetua tax e when you pay so you pay I the money you budget tax e was so after allowances ahodo or certain allowance, travel allowance ahodo nyina so he beti no to e was so pa. Number 5 reform is fixed election date. Presidential elections will be held on a fixed date in the first week of November. Here's another big one. Say no December 7 and an title aba. Say ya about November. And another big reform there by the committee. Number 6, ministers capped. The total number of ministers of state will be capped at 60. Not to say what 4 ministers are going to be emboro a year 60. The timi abo isika semon so eho eban. Ma memfa de twatwe na dokas nto aso emayen. Parliament capped or say parliaments has also been limited to 300 numbers. That is 276 elected and 24 proportional representation seats. Yenya emrenim ni no obeboy na yatiase. This is the 7. So these are the 7 reforms out of the 13 aye born tofa. Dokas beto aso amaye free number 8, Ecopim number 13.
Okay, Henry. Now moving on to number 8, it says dual citizens can contest. Dual citizens are now allowed to contest for parliamentary elections. So just say me Togoni. Let's say sound so Ghana near. I mean Adruma. Some pedam stand for parliamentary position be a mutum stand. So which means there before no not enter but looking at how they've reformed the constitutions, dual citizens can contest for parliamentary elections. Now, the 9th one, which is quite dicey and it sounds good to me, but I don't know about you, which is why we have put our numbers on the screen. You can share your thoughts with us. It says, death penalty has been abolished and replaced with life imprisonment in the new constitution. Just omuda fiasia nanka omu ebe call firing squad and as any forms of death penalty. So now they are going to be life imprisonment. Yes, life imprisonment in the new constitution reforms. And the 10th one says district chief executives, DCEs, to be elected. Now DCEs are going to be elected by people instead of being appointed by the president. Yes, now that is the 10th one. The 11th one says citizen-led constitutional amendments. Citizens can propose constitutional amendments with signatures from at least 10% of registered voters. Now, number 12 says Chief Justice fixed term. Chief Justice fixed term. Chief Justice is now to serve single, not renewable 10-year term or until the retirement age. And now, the last but not the least, Attorney General separated from the Ministry of Justice. The Attorney General will no longer be a Minister of State, cabinet member, while a separate Minister for Justice oversees the ministry. Now, these are the 13 constitutional reforms that we have read out to you. Let us know your views on the numbers on our screen and then share with us what you think on our Facebook comment section, YouTube comment section. Now, this is to us all as Ghanaians. Of constitutional reforms. No, it is all for our betterment. Why? Yeah. So, Henry, what's
all right? So, my young case when you proposal a committee, ede atuja nyame adom yensa kan emranim ne kase power homan so no pay obeboa ye na yate ensem no asiye. We have Ernest Kofi Boateng Esquire, or a private legal practitioner. Openi yamwache emwakwa no pay edeba Morning Express jumedi so nyame adom ye ho ye pa ye sanso etinkwem. Now we are apostle need my membisa say 21 days echo say how was it at your end yesterday?
Oh, nyame adom Kaneshie Central District me climax in services.
Great.
There was large turnouts and it was very productive and beneficial. Yet me and back on the spiritual exercise strategic warfare
That's great. Opening. Talking about constitutional review, what is constitutional review? Just help us to appreciate it, and why is it needful that from time to time we will look at reviewing the Constitution of Ghana?
Okay, the method was or when I'm the man said, "Yen church, my team for me, I shall put in any time I'm from a class in Pakistan, Constitution and Kasana State."
Yes, sir.
A pre-military rule, PNC era in 1992, no, we decided we wanted to enter democracy. Now, we wanted to live by certain rules and by certain laws, which would dictate the kind of democracy we would practice. And the committee of experts, Emma proposed Emma, the then PNC government, a referendum on my imagine to say, a current 1992 constitution, Yenjin to Nagana, Yan Famboy Hombra. Now, constitution, Nisuba said, it is the foremost law of the land,
okay,
which is Mrebian 101, a bit to me, it's your constitution. It's in Pempi, yet news, and some of us on my imona. And simply because Supreme Court, I bet to be to say a unconstitutional.
Yeah.
The trainer said at the corner FPNO and at the Macrona Yasusheno and make constitutional on the Bebra.
Okay.
And I share Article 1 2 of the 1992 Constitution. It states that this Constitution shall be the supreme law of the land, and any law found to be inconsistent shall, to the extent of such inconsistency, be declared void. 18. If you are able to say any constitution in Brano, and to mean now, Supreme Court, a share Article 2:1, almost no sole mandate to say, Obi, and say, Nadinimuno, or Adibi Obi, and in Rebia Parliament, Ashe, any constitution in Bra, or better Supreme Court, now Supreme Court, decided, say, Asem Krona and Asa Embra Krono, unconstitutional.
Okay.
Now, Supreme Court, I decided to say Constitution now it's a living document.
Okay.
Which means that Brano, we have to interpret it to give effect in current times. But there's so much that the Supreme Court itself can do. There are provisions of the Constitution itself that makes it possible for amendment to the Constitution. Now, amendments, so it's say whether those provisions are entrenched or non-entrenched provisions.
Okay.
Yeah. Aha. It's a who has said a brand, yet Constitution, near share, young Premier Sitina, Sagana for, near has said, Constitution, is it really living up to our current living
circumstances,
standard,
okay,
and all those things. And say a company now process be our the trigger. Say the entrenched provision now you process and on the trigger. Say non-entrenched provisions and also process and on the trigger. But usually they begin by asking a committee, which in this case was the Constitutional Review Committee. So wide consultations. Now we take Ghana for per se yes time where a bit my boy now. Now we must submit a report to the president, which is the head of the executive.
Okay.
Now also in the cabinet at last normal up and simple recommendations no first and foremost on mine I on mine Ghana and a also abino.
Okay.
It is said now what government and then a pamphlet etna say agree on some of these provisions nothing limiting any man.
Okay. Well, lawyer, just to take you a bit back now for your no Okasafa entrenched and not entrenched provisions. Can you explain briefly what these two words means, and then we get into the recommendations proper?
Okay. The provision here entrenched that. Okay. It means that first and foremost, that provision is sensitive. Let me use that word so that you can better here.
Okay.
Because you can't say entrenched. Those entrenched provisions are sensitive. That means that it cannot be amended by ordinary process.
Okay.
The ordinary process is you going to or making a recommendation to Parliament, and Parliament passing a bill, a constitutional amendment bill, which will then make it come into force. But some provisions like the tenure of a president and so on, the appointment of and removal of the Supreme Court justices or the Chief Justice. These are entrenched provisions that it was said in such instances, which is what we call referendum.
Okay.
So that is the distinguishing feature between entrenched and non-entrenched provisions of the Constitution.
Okay. Okay. Yatia say pa. Enti before we get into the specifics, no, enema yabobo sui eyadea asha siese yediye ejuma omampeni aji atum, or these are simply recommendations afi no mokotena se aji atum. Omampeni enase no wo obedi atum obetimi akase ne maka emfa nya ejuma ana yediye asha sie ye ejuma sisi ano. What stage are these recommendations now?
Okay. So up to that point, you know, Ghana for since 2010, I think, the Piaggio Committee, for President Mills, SSA upset on your constitution in that. You're checking the business I reflected our current living standards or like our current true reflections as a country. Now, Yama Penyon Sutra Boy, Eshem Koko, say, Omon share now, Omon make your proposal. Now, January 2025, and President Mahama has to set up the Professor H. Christy Prempe Committee or taxi almost say, Omon share up your Joe Committee reports no more, no.
Okay.
Almost to get broader and wider consultations, no more share the provisions cry a war constitution my bit to match and now moving near revised constitution. And usually that's how the constitutional amendment or review process started. A committee will be tasked to look at certain provisions, and they will be tasked with having wider consultations. And I'm inviting memorandums from various groups. CSOs, which is civil servant, the CSOs, the various arms of government, heads of institutions, they'll consult wide and broadly. Now they'll put together a report based on their findings, which will reflect what basically on my because the reflection would bring to bear the Ghana for year to say, okay. Report from my president. Say, President, Osman says, you might be now, you might be a reporter, Yaya Pamundi, and you want to appoint now the president will have to deliberate with his cabinet.
Okay.
And no recommendation
okay.
Because at the end of the day, the president holds that position in trust for the people of Ghana.
Yeah.
And since they are elected now, definitely there will be some of the recommendations made that through the authorities vested in him as the president, and then also in cabinet, they may trim it down or select which of the recommendations best suits them. And the honey now, Omar decided say these recommendations now, you put it forward. Now, you lay before Parliament. Now, provisions, people understand and I mentioned, it be entrenched provisions. It be non-entrenched provisions. Now, non-entrenched provisions, no, it can go smoothly and faster because it will only take parliamentary approval.
Okay.
And once Parliament approves it, he as president will accent it and make it law.
Okay.
Now, the non-entrenched provisions, once Parliament approves it, there has to be a referendum.
Okay.
Some of the examples are, we are extending the presidential tenure from 4 to 5 years.
Yeah.
Secondly, you say ECs, MCs, yeah, President Akufo-Addo, he wanted to do something similar, and we were almost about having a referendum in this country. So it is because that provision is an entrenched provision. I was here to swab.
Okay.
Then it goes back to Parliament for the final approval, and then the president will finally assent to it and make it law.
Okay.
The process, basically, the enemy.
Wow. So it looks like a very long process. Openu patche say bebe edu sisi ayi die. Nia ye kenkan ye no, omampeni na pamfo, omagye atum a afei ebeko parliament. Now omonso atoso aba, just for clarity.
Yes.
Okay.
As the executive, once your whole school name, said either social studies and answer one more government, checks and balances.
Yeah.
Until the executive has started and decided.
Okay.
Now Parliament will also need to check. That is by approving some of the recommendations from the executive branch.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. Thank you so much. Ebane say entrenched provision ni bi ebeto so aba. E Ghana fo nyina na bekwakwato aba no ana delegates.
We're delegates ourselves, but every Ghanaian who is above the age of 18 and is capable of voting and has been registered for that very purpose, able to not to swab.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. Let's get into a bit of the specifics. Extension of the presidential term from 4 to 5 years. What were the strong arguments made, and what is your take on it as a lawyer?
Okay. At the end of the day, the rationale specifically behind it was they thought, say, Abembia Bemwan in first year, usually, is to clean up, bring about policies, and then basically not do very much. They only start getting to do much in their second and their third year. 4th year in so much busy. Yes, I have a two swap in the election year. So they only get to do active work, which is governance, for only 2 years.
Okay.
And according to them, when they did the consultation, the Constitutional Review Committee, they decided that why don't we extend it by just a year?
Okay.
If you're extending it to the 5 years from now, maybe they can get 3 active years to govern.
Okay.
And implement some of the policies that is campaigned on.
Okay, lawyer, thank you. But in your view, would you think that would enhance policy continuity, or rather, no, it would weaken accountability because we will match it 1 more year? What do you think about that?
Well, maybe 6 years, there's no particular difference between 4 and 5 years. Because at the end of the day, we need room. This in Ghana, we don't even have a national plan. So because of the partisan nature of our governance, so if they are only trying to give 1 extra year to every government, at least it gives them the opportunity to implement whatever it is that they would implement. And in terms of accountability, it is not entirely rooted because they will still be subjected to elections after the 5 years.
After the 5 years, okay.
So to whom much is given, much is also
much is expected. Sure.
The affinity we expect her to do more with the years that has also been afforded you.
Okay, let's jump to the DCs and the MCAC. You mentioned that we have been there before, but it did not happen. Can you explain that briefly? Some of the challenges in TIA are implemented in the previous administration. And do you even think it will be helpful to elect them or just leave them for the government to do his appointment?
But it's based on my own research at my end. Every government that is serious, okay,
yes, sir,
does not appoint that decentralized governance. They leave it up for the people to elect and hold them accountable, because the simple rationale is that if I'm appointed by the president, I'm not accountable to the people. I'm accountable to the president and then the head of the executive. If it is the people that elected me as a DC, then I'm responsible for ensuring development in the area and then attending to the needs of the people. Because if I don't, my tenure will not be extended or I'll not be voted next time. This is a simple rationale.
Oh, okay.
Now, as to why it did not happen during the term of Akufo-Addo, NPP had an idea of the DCs and MCs running based on partisan lines.
Okay.
And so we did not percent on Kawuchina, not MPP for this to say. And was so we were actually so we MPP now we ended in Kopan and so they are full.
Okay.
But the NPC disagreed and then held that the DCs and MCs should not be elected based on partisan lines.
Okay.
It should be solely elected, they should be solely elected based on independence and non-affiliation. So,
yeah.
Now, the difficulty at the time was, there was a sort of like a hand parliament. There was not a clear majority at the time.
Okay.
And around that time, so now Honorable Tara Adwasapo was not actively in parliament. They think that Omoche Assembly moved that Omunya votes,
okay,
and to be proceeding with how they wanted or intended for that very purpose. And until now, I'm not materialized because MPP no longer almost Omunya, and this is near the Kianto based on partisan lines.
Okay.
But the NDC agreed. And what the government now has agreed to is to proceed with those or that particular and earlier intention of electing these things and MPs, not based on a party affiliation.
Okay. All right. That's very clear. Thank you so much, lawyer. The very final one, though, before you go. President, age limit for qualification, you're about 35. Do you think it gives a good opportunity to the youth, or you still think that there is a wealth of experience needed beyond 40 before someone can become president? Briefly.
Okay, so the fact that the age limit has been proposed to be reduced, that still doesn't erode the idea of experience, because at the end of the day, if you are still 40 plus or you are 50 or 60 and you think you are capable of managing and then leading the country, you are still within your rights to make your case. Because at the end of the day, during campaign, you bring about your policies.
That's true.
Now, we also think that, or I think in particular, that the reduction is very good because it affords people that are youthful, but have fresh ideas that are identical or mostly identified with the generation that we have. So,
yeah.
Obia or youthful, now the ideas are fresh. It resonates with the larger population because Ghana, the larger chunk of our population is centered on the youth.
Yeah, that's true.
And we can identify and then recognize such a person and his or her policies. I think it's in order.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that. And it also doesn't erode the possibility of having experienced leaders.
Yeah.
We are not putting a cap that a person maybe beyond the age of 60 cannot stand.
They still cannot. Okay.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, lawyer. I'm final words. Emma Ghana for Yashefo.
final words I'm going to say, yet I trying to do, and some are also my Muna, show interest, Kaka, because whether we like it or not, we are affected by it. Was it to be point more than
okay.
I want to ask you how to make now what they are saying and how it also affects you. Some people say the taxes to be bad. I want to be there now how it will affect you. For instance, last year there was abolition of some of the taxes and then the VAT system which reduced from 21% to 20%.
Okay.
Also to be there, I said because in a part here, value added tax. Yeah, tax. So it is you have to tell restaurants now or there, and now or should be also now who back to now still in Gogoni be affect you able to speak to it.
Yeah.
This
All right, thank you so much, lawyer. We are very much grateful and pay Odiako School Pa. We hope to have you again shortly. Have a blessed day, sir.
Have a blessed day as well.
All right, and that was a year Ernest Kofi Boateng Esquire, our private legal practitioner and also a member of the Kaneshie Central District of the Apostolic Church, Ghana. Dr. Sanope, Ako School Accra. Is it provisional? A be and trend, a be non and trend. I didn't see Mejidi say. Yes, you and ye pa. And you know, Waboy Amayati, where we are now.
Yes, and where we are.
Say, dear Yakin can you, dear committee in the Aba, a banning a pound for a executive, or Magiatum, says 13 way no, and I per se, a year Juma. But a casse, a beko parliament, na Yatoswaba. Yatoswaba we are, or see you more who do me, dear Enya and Trangino, or Motoswaba the Tumpe. I bet an embra. But the year and trend it is 4 or 5 year term, yes. And yet, Parliament did to we are, yen and I back or to be. Okromoti power no. See a ditu man. Or for Minister you have had some clarity on the constitutional review. And all that you need to know by way of these constitutional reviews no yede. Ebebro, ye bidi echire ye pa, ye century for, ye crowd pa, TAC TV in century for, ye be make sure say ebebro and tem. E co parliament and ye be si wo biano, ye bebo mo, de ombeji atum, de omunjintum, afin so omujini ni atum nso na do say the kokromoti power, ebe kwako voti age the entren one nso atum a, eno so ye de ehun sem nyina ebe bro na nso wetumi akokyere wadwin se na lawyer kadi chat on bibi koso manimu a mani hiam mentina echire se wo de emfa efa ho pa de ekoso bia ma wo hiam ye na yenso yenye ye chefa ye betwa hu tiawa still watching Morning Express here on TAC television ye won komodie kase pa a very big one. TAC TV is 5 years old and ye swear hooray one priyane ebisianum ene rade e de adom ye enyam panifu akukudam was share station as ye be from paniers in Yankupon nam so e de adwene fefefe ti say de ba ye na omo shase se omo di dijuma na amana no pay ye wo screen isu yi omo beba na ye ne omo edi nkomo omo share experience ba pi e de amayen enenti menko bebia we will be right back for more interesting conversations.
Nyame di Yesu breye bekire ye nyame su akoti nti se ye nya fa Yesu pa yakoti bia fufu wonni nyame na ye kana wasem na woti ase so oye supreme being oye omnipotent oye omnipresent oye omniscient ye woni we bi wo ha eba wa akwamu wum empuso because wodi say oka ho ono na ewo ho
ebri ni bri a esese ejidifo nyina bema wo mo anamontu ɛne deɛ ɔmo yɛ bia ɛgyina onyame asɛm.
And when I'm offering authentic apostolic doctrine. For your friend yourself for Buddha, I mean, Namsa, Quenje, so your tone, from Abba, Jumedia Fufrobia, Eba Tac TV. So your friend on the apostolic distinctive Jumedia. On this journey, I'll be joined by apostles and several seasoned men of God as we delve into our uniqueness as apostolics, our tenets, our rules of conduct, our rules of beliefs, the kind of thing that makes us special as apostolic. So this and every Sunday, 8 p.m. on TAC TV, and also for a rebroadcast on Thursdays at 8 p.m. It is a journey you don't want to be missed as a proud apostolic. You would love it. See you, and God bless you.
Apostolic Distinctives showing on Sundays 8 p.m. and repeat on Thursdays at 8 p.m.
Thank you so much for staying with us once again. Yamawache Higher TAC TV na Morning Express Jumedi ena Ushwe. Shene ya catcher mono TAC TV. Nyamiadom yedi emfishia enum. God has been good unto TAC television. Mejidi say when you di TV station ye America Crania was in Nyame wadom ye. We've gone through several transitions, even right on your screen. Na yeguswa so to ekoso. Anope ba bedi nkomo na ya hwe ya hyase no ya de mfihie no bade he na ya hyase na eni so ade hunu we kra kwan be ne fa so e ba ye. Where have we come from and where are we going? 5 years on, we are reflecting this morning on our humble beginnings as TAC television. Nyamiadom omo nyame fa won so e de se ni so ade hunu e ba ye nyame fa won sa so e hye dwumede yase a nyame adom ye nso ya benya bia ye no nyame de omo aba abedom ye. We are so much grateful to have with us two of the pioneers of this great vision. Na ombebu ye mu na omo ahwe komo for TAC TV ho enne anope. First is our own dear mother, eye Dickness Abibata Mahama. Yankasa ye mame kukudampa. Mekase mra me ba TAC TV mesimbe resi betima ma news a. Wona no motene yen atwetwe maye yenka ne say nyame adoma na pay obebo ye mo. She is a retired broadcaster and a pioneer of the TAC TV vision. Afei nso yankasa yem papa yenua penny emra menya mba TAC TV kra ye apostolic heritage we are na ne din aba Jonathan Isel. Edinwe is a household name for most of us. Mr. Jonathan Isel, currently the head of the One-Fold for Ministry of the Apostolic Church Ghana, and then of course a former head of production about TAC TV. Ono de onko na home jim ogusu abo adwuma head of TAC TV. Please, you are both welcome this morning to the Morning Express. This is how far. Mommy, please, how are you doing? It's been a while.
By grace, we are doing.
Wow, and we are glad to have you.
Thank you.
Uncle Joe.
Yes.
Upon to sound of pain.
I'm doing very
You are still in active service.
Oh, yes.
So what inspired this great vision, TAC TV? Let me begin with you, Mommy. TAC TV. Now, Apostolic, you say Pakani Crusade, the why TV station? What inspired this vision?
I think I'll start, but I'll throw it back to Jonah.
Okay.
From the beginning, because at the beginning it was only Ghana Television.
Okay.
That's Apostolic Church Ghana had a 30-minute slot.
Okay.
The whole week that we were paying for.
Wow.
So we didn't have outlets to be in the media space. And when COVID came, things changed.
Okay.
And things became difficult. I think that was when the president and the management put their foot down and said that something had to be done.
Wow.
And I would like Jonah to take it up, because Jonah was at the headquarters and saw everything unfolding until we came in as a committee.
Wow.
To continue.
Great. Uncle Joe,
so as Ma Abibata rightly said, COVID really taught us a lesson. Yes, I remember during COVID, and getting messages to our members was very difficult. It was the only medium and everyone knows of was GTV.
Yeah.
Which is also once in every week.
30 minutes
30
in the
minutes.
whole.
It's not even 30 minutes. when you edit and you are submitting the footage,
it's 25 minutes. It should be 45 minutes.
For the whole week.
Wow.
So that is the only medium that our church were able to get information from the church, or preaching, doctrine, and all that. So I remember during the COVID, it was very difficult. One, we are not allowed to step out.
Yeah.
Now, how do we even feed our members with doctrine, teachings, and all that? So I remember we used to go to C5 to do production, we edit, make it ready for GTV, and still 25 minutes. Then we had social media, what is the Facebook and YouTube. But the question is that how many of our mothers have access to Facebook, YouTube, and all that? So getting people was very difficult. And I remember President one time was saying that, hey, I didn't cry members no cry there. Because there are so many TV stations, there are so many churches who have come out with TV stations. But the question is that the doctrine those stations are showing is the most important thing.
Wow.
Almost sure, is it aligned with the Apostolic Church doctrine? That was one of the things that I remember the leadership of the church realized, at least this is the timer. I said, I saw no TV station, so that anything that the church is doing, anything, the doctrine, the teachings, the mandates of the church, it will be easier for our members to be fed with. So that is one thing that I think it touches the heart of the leadership. And I remember one of our meetings, President said that, the church is doing so many things. But one thing that can touch the hearts of the members is the TV station.
Wow.
For people to say that this is our
church. TV station.
Yes. So these are some of the things. And also, we believe the Apostolic Church has a good doctrine. Where if we are able to come out with a TV station, it's not just our church members, but there are a lot of people, unbelievers, those who are not apostolic, who will definitely have access to watch TAC TV, and our doctrines will also teach them.
Wow, that's great. So COVID came, and there was so much need to reach out to members. The need happened, and we took the opportunity.
So, and because of that, a committee was set up. And this committee was made up of the technical team, who would know the type of machines to go for, cameras, editing, and all that. And then we had the content team, who would also have to bring ideas for production, because TV is all ideas. If you don't have ideas, forget about it.
That's true.
So we had a content team who would have to bring ideas for production and all that. And then we had the production team, people on the camera, when you get to the ground, those who were shooting and all that. So that is how And this committee was set up in February 2001.
Okay.
And then we had to come out with the slogan. That is when we came out with belting the globe with the gospel.
Wow.
We had to look for the logo, and we had to do so many things. And then the technical people had to look at where to get the machines, what type of machines to get, money's involved and all that. It wasn't easy. And then later on, when the TV started in August, then the committee members also, we passed on to become producers and directors of the show.
I see.
I remember Eddie Lamte and Kwame.
Okay.
They were producing initially Health Arena.
Okay.
And then we also had Hello Jesus, Nyamiasem, Family Life was being produced by Jonah.
Uncle Joe,
and I was hosting it. And later on, we also had a Letter to the Counselor.
Yeah.
That was also being directed by Jonah. And then later on, Family Life went on to become Efie. So it wasn't easy. So initially, the committee members were handling all that, and then we had the production team behind the cameras, and then the editors and all that. So that's how it all started. And later on, we had the news. We started with the news gradually. That's when the people came in.
Yes. This is very interesting, looking at wealth of experience team put it together in February, and then somewhere in August. These same people now transition beyond committee members to become producers, presenters, creating content. That's a lot of work. How did you feel when you had that opportunity that, well, the Apostolic TV station, it has to happen? How was the feeling like? Well, you already had lots of experience from, Ghana Broadcasting Corporation and other places. How was the feeling like?
I think it was great. We were committed. And we are committed to the church. And we know what we have. And during the launch, the president said that the TV is for the holistic transformation of man.
Okay.
It's not for just our church members, because other people watch us.
Yeah.
So the kind of love we have for the church, and we are belting the globe with the gospel, and that's the core mandate of the Apostolic Church. So because of this commitment and the love we had for the church, and the fact that the gospel should go out, we did it willingly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for doing it. So we would like you to mention some of the committee members. I mean, the committee members, if you can recall, so at least we acknowledge them. Within the week, we will definitely do a lot of interactions and possibly let people see their faces by way of pictures and videos. But before that, Uncle Joe, you were at the headquarters, right? Yeah. How was it like for you? You were going around shooting Apostolic Heritage. When you realized that, no, this thing is happening, or it's going to happen, how was the feeling like?
It wasn't easy because when we were looking at the resource, in all we were 3.
Okay.
The whole media team.
Wow.
We were 3.
For the general headquarters at the time.
We were 4, and one was being taken to the ICT, so it turned out to be 3.
Wow.
So those watching us know that normally when we go for Apostolic Heritage, we have to end up calling an outsider to come and help. So
can you give us names of these 3?
So the whole headquarters were myself,
Peter
Inkum, who is still here. We have Dennis Ajeman, who is he's no more with us. So these are the team for.
And this was the media team.
The media team.
At the point where we decided to get into TV.
To the TV.
What was going on in your mind?
So I remember presidents used to call me coat of many colors. by the grace of God, there are so many things that I do. I edit, I direct, I produce, I write, I do animation and all that. So when work is being done, people might feel that there are a lot of people who came together to do the work, but it was only 3 people. So where we will have 3 camera works, means that we have to call for an outsider to be part. So in the point where we realize that indeed the church wants to come out with a TV station, then we know that indeed we will need other hands to come on board. It was very difficult because if 3 of us are able to produce content and all that, why do we bring another person. But they've forgotten that TV is 24 hours broadcasting. But whatever we produce is just 30 minutes on TV. If it's on social media, if it's 1 hour, then we produce it. Then we had Prince Boateng to be part of, because he's going to take care of the MCR. So if he's taking care of MCR, means that the rest of us has to produce and make sure that footages are ready for MCR to have the content. So that is where we had Mama Bibata,
the committee now setting
have to
and then become
hosts,
producers and hosts and all of that.
So we have to share the content for the committee members to make sure that we produce the various contents.
Wow, that's great. Mami, give us, the names of other members. You mentioned
Mr. I'll mention a few and then you continue. Elder Entry. Elder Entry was one of us. And then Eddie Lamte, Kwame, and Jonah, and then you can mention the rest.
So, as he said, we have Mr. Peter Ejakwa. So he's also he was also part of us. We have Prince. He was part of the committee because he was part of the technical team. So the Prince that he's now working. With Fact TV, MCR, head
Prince
of technical Boateng. Then we have Peter Inkum. He's also part of the technical team. Then we have Apostle Imachete. We will not talk about that. We will not mention Apostle Imachete.
The then director
of the former,
now GPCC.
Yes,
General Secretary.
He took, I don't know a better word to use. The role that he took, Track TV was massive.
So fan work up,
the meetings, and making sure that, especially because I was working as the head office, he's always on me. What is happening? What are you doing? So to a point, even though we've not started the program, I have to do commercials like promo videos. I remember I went to Mama Bibita's house to do the recording. I have to go to Lady Helen Tete's office at Tema. That I'm ready for them to know that we are preparing ourselves, even though the TV is not even out. But we want the leadership to know that we are ready. So we have to do a lot of pre-recorded, like a month ahead, to make sure that we have all the footages
that's
together.
Awesome.
So if I remember, these are the few people. We have Kwesi Fintin, who was working at GTV. He was also part of the team. So far we weren't 20, but the few that we have, that's the number.
Wow. Any memorable moments to share with us? Before we talk about the challenges, what are some of the very memorable times that you can recall? The excitement. What was the first program on air, if you remember? The very first thing that went on air. Can you recall?
So I remember, for us, we never even knew Track TV was
really?
was on air.
Wow.
Yeah, so I think Prince was testing. He was doing a test transmission. Then he sent the logo. And we don't know who were also scrolling the TV. And we saw Track TV. Took a picture of it, and it's already on social media.
That's beautiful.
So to that point, for us, we have set up our dates that Track TV will go live this. And now he was also trying to test and see.
So when you watched it on your TV for the first time, what did you watch and what was the feeling on your own TV at home?
For me, I felt like whatever Apostle Ronamina and the leadership thought of has really come to his dream, and which was very exciting, because on social media people were taking pictures, putting on social media. Our church has a TV station.
So and refreshing.
Indeed, what he said one time was that what will touch the heart of our members is the church having a TV station.
Wow. That's awesome. Mommy, any memorable times to share with us?
Well, I think the members were very happy to have their own. If you have your own, it's not like watching somebody's own.
Yeah, that's
Sometimes
true.
you have to watch your own and know what is happening. So members had a different platform to go to. Instead of watching other television stations, at least they know that they now have Track TV to go on.
That's
and initially when we started, the transmission was done at Media 7. Before later on, we set up our own transmission at Fafraha. The productions were done, but our equipment were at Media 7. And then we will take them there for the programs to go on air.
So I'll say that Media 7 has also been a help to TAC TV, because when we started, the licensing was an issue. Getting a place to, have our MCR was also an issue. Yes. So then at the entry, who is the former general manager of the TAC TV, has also done. He was then working
with Media 7.
And we needed someone to spearhead TAC TV. So taking him from Media 7 wasn't easy. But he felt this is his church. So he has to, move from Media 7 to head TAC TV. And he has done so.
That's a lot of sacrifice to shift from there to start afresh.
And he gave us the link to Media 7 so that we could have our transmission.
That's awesome. Other folks who are share a TAC TV home and commodity send a catch your mono TAC TV. Ye di emfishia enum. Yami adom ya nyampen phobia nu ewo ha. Omobo ye nkomo kwan ye fa so a ye share ase. After baby somewhere, some of the challenges they face. No catching baby omu TAC TV. And then see, say who you on screen so and none of pay ejuma sonia juma dinga. Yami fa so no. Eswaba any evidence. I mean, what were some of the challenges you would say you face? I know there should be a number.
Yeah, as for challenges, we had a lot. People had to do so many things, wear so many hats. TV is money. It's finances.
Lots of money.
It's money. And we had that challenge. And I'll only talk about family life and Efienifi.
Okay.
For example, when we were doing Efienifi, we had to do the setup. Jonah had to turn himself into a set designer.
Wow.
To put up the set for
man of many colors.
Yeah, for Efienifi. And then I hosted the program. I produced and hosted the program, but I had a colleague in GTV, Soraya Kwaku, who came to direct the program for us voluntarily. And then what we saw is that it wasn't easy. The money was an issue. For example, the program, you invite people to come for the program. You don't have transportation for them.
Mercy.
And we had a kitchen where we did some cooking.
Okay.
They will buy their own ingredients and come and cook. Free of charge.
Wow.
They did it because of the love for the church.
Wow.
So I think those were challenges. People coming with their own money, buying ingredients with their own money, and coming to teach on the TV for free.
Just to keep it running.
Just to keep it running.
I mean, Uncle Joe, challenges.
So as she said, the challenges were plenty. But for me, at times you don't have to let people know whatever you are going through. And one thing about television is that those watching at home, they don't care about whatever you are going through. The most important thing is that you have to satisfy them. So whatever go beyond, behind the camera, that one, because as I said, the numbers were less. Yes, so we have to get some few people coming on board as a contract, then you settle them. There are other people who also come on board because they feel since we are on TV, within a month, that's it. No, I disappear. And the thing is that you can't even sleep because the thing is running. So in my house, I have a setup. So some of the footages, I have to take it to the house and make sure
edit.
That, because it's always running 24 hours. So always, audience don't want to watch repeated program. They want to watch new program. So you have to kill yourself and do the work. Remember when we were starting our news, we didn't have a studio. Besides, there was no studio. We never had. We never had a studio. So when we look at a space where we think we can start something with, we have to do the backdrop and some of the height of the host. You have to increase their height.
Now the blog she says.
Oh yeah. So it has really gone through so many.
I remember. Sorry to cut in. Maybe I TAC press is here. That is where I had a chance to come first.
Yes.
Now the green bias with now Gina block no so.
That's a chroma. Yeah. So we did the chroma by changing the background to a new setup, and I think the letter to the councillor was also shooting at where the TAC press. Where there was so many production happening there. We never had, as Mama Abita said, we never had a set designer. So with the little knowledge that I have to do set for almost every program. So you can see that each program has a different set. We never used one set for multiple programs. But if we will use one set for one, maybe 2 or 3 programs, we do a linear set where you just change some of the props to suit what program that needs to be shoot. So the challenge was plenty. The money was not coming. One, you always have to go on production to make sure that you entice your audience at home. It's whatever comes today, nasa. So you have to find
a way to keep moving.
So there's never been a rest, so that we don't want audience to say that I can't watch TAC TV. I have to move to another station and going. So there's that consistency.
And then let me come in. And I think when we talk about the challenges, we also have to say thank you to the National Women's Movement. Okay. Because during Mama Sosi's time, we needed utensils for the kitchen setup. And they did a lot. They brought us so many things that we could use in the kitchen. And so we are grateful.
There was a time we also needed costume.
Costume. And they presented us with clothing for the presenters. So we must remember them for what they did. They did a lot for us.
Thank you so much. Women's Movement. Yeah, Mami Sosi na pamfo nyina semakoso auto TAC TV asin na eguso a ye ko. Mejidi said definitely within the week and even at the symposium and climax, a lot of appreciations would go on. Briefly before you wrap up, let's talk about impact. For the past 5 years, how do you think TAC TV has impacted viewers, members of the church and beyond?
I think TAC TV has had a lot of impact on the members and beyond. Because people who are not even members, they watch the programs. Yeah. And when they meet you, they want to tell you, your church is doing well. We watch this program. This is an interesting program. So we think it has got a lot of impact. And members always want to watch TAC TV. So sometimes those days, we are repeating a lot of programs because we couldn't produce new ones. And they were not happy with it. So you see that it has an impact. And people are watching us and they are happy that this TV is up and running. And if you have announcement from the church, is there, they can get it. If you have any information, anything coming on, they can see it. If they are not in Accra and something is happening, TAC TV would telecast it. We couldn't do this with other media stations because we would have to pay and all that. So what we all had was just the preaching that we did. But now we have news, whatever is happening within Apostolic Church worldwide, we can show it. And our members can watch it. We have live programs and they can participate. So it has a lot of impact.
That's a lot of impact. Uncle Joe, where do you see TAC TV in the next 5 years?
So far, TAC TV, we've done well. Okay. And we continue to do greater things. Now, when you see the new programs, we're just running. We had programs from women's movements, the Ascension Ministers' Wives. We have program for men's movement. We have program for even the Doctrine Watch and all that. So it means that there are a lot of programs coming on board. One interesting part is that I do travel a lot. So especially when you travel and you go to a hotel, and the reception, they are watching TAC TV.
TAC TV,
When you're on your TV, you can see that there's TAC TV.
That's so refreshing.
There are a lot of people watching TAC TV. We are currently on the satellite. We are looking at the next 5 years. Maybe 5 years because it's years, we should move to the digital platform where everyone will have access to watch TAC TV. DSTV is also a target that will move to DSTV. Go TV should go to all the platforms where not even our members alone, we should be able to use TAC TV to reach a lot of people from the various parts of the world.
That's very true.
And I think that is the challenge most of our members have. Because we are on satellite. They are not able to catch us. So they are always complaining.
That's true.
So when we move forward, I think it will be good for everybody.
Once you have the word, give us your final words on TAC TV at 5.
Yeah, TAC TV at 5, I'll say congratulations. And those of you who are continuing the work, we pray that you continue and do it with all your heart and mind. Amen. The Lord is there to say thank you and all that. And then I'll also thank the management, this management. It was a bold decision because you need money to run a television station. They have done well by coming up with this idea and making it flourish and start, and people are enjoying it.
Wow.
We are grateful to them.
Thank you so much to Uncle Joe. Final words.
Yeah, so I also want to kneel the leadership of Apostle Aaron. I mean, the previous management, the current management running the church. It was a bold decision of coming out with this TV station. And to say to Prince, he has done well and keeps doing well. The staff of TAG TV, the current leadership of TAG TV. Yes, they've done well, which you are part of.
And the media pastor.
Hello,
Jesus.
Yes,
yes, a lot has really gone into it. Yeah. So the audience or the viewers watching TAG TV consistently, we are saying that God bless.
Yeah.
Obibia, and those who are not members of the church and they keep watching TAG TV.
Wow.
Obibia, any ebusu for almost so you are singing for us to push this vision forward.
Thank you so much for coming as well. Uncle Joe. I must say thank you, Uncle Joe, for the opportunity. You know, before me back na my radio kakra, me will say I started TAG TV. I told you, no, I think I want to be part of this thing, and he just gave me the chance. So see your program be Hello Jesus. Okay, the first time I remember at Circle, you could try promo. No? After church, we had to do the promo at Circle, and I think La Paz. It was some way in front of the camera. 3, 2, action. Hello Jesus. And that program was such phenomenal. I think it has given some of us the opportunity to also express our talent. Thanks for the opportunity. I was still watching Morning Express here on TAG Television. Na yedi TAG TV ho enkomo a esanse yedi mfihie num enu na yedi enkomo. Yehwe baby a Erade ode yen afri. Baby a ode yen aduri enimpo baby a ode yen ebekro. Yema me a yeti ne nka ne yehwe no yi eye Dickness Abibata Mahama, one of the pioneers of this great vision. Shani Awote, no, she's a retired broadcaster. Now was you who be share TV yasi or G2 ebeka committee no ho afa committee member no abedane host of a show abedane content creator omaye ejuma pa yankasa yenu penny papa Jonathan Isel ye who di on TV so he's been such a phenomenal blessing. Of course, still working with TAG TV and then with One Fold Film Ministry. Nyame asafan and saso ashe asiye. Na watching him wa yede nkomode ni pi ebebrew omo a otiti omodin no obehu ebi mo studio ha obehu omonfo no TV so yebeyi except of some of the things ayaye etwem very memorable times here at TAG TV. And in Modern and After Morning Show, and Pebia is answer we have so much in store for you. Now you wrap up the main country say kwesiada ebe 9th of August. Yenuna ye call the Apostolic Church Ghana Mount Zion Assembly. I will a salam down. And a 5th anniversary launch any symposium no ekoso. The president of the church will be there, Apostle Dr. Aaron Amina, CEO of Agri Impact Group, Elder Dr. Daniel Fahini Akui, and the current board chair for TAG TV, Elder Kelenat Bawa, and so Ebeho. Any afufro PA. I believe, sir, Omoya Bomudin, Obete Omudimpa. The Wednesday, there will be an outreach, and then Kwesiada, Yenayako Peace Villa, Akoye Thanksgiving service. Now, TAG TV at 5. This so far God has brought us. Menko baby, Besa Basisia. Morning Express is still on. Keep watching.
Ọdọfoɔ, abrabɔ no akyerɛ wɔ so. Awerɛhoɔ ne asesena mu nsɛm ayɛ dadwene ama wɔn na. Ɛneɛ, bisa Nyame, ɔsoro mu ato ɛyɛ wo sɛ nyame ayi n'ani ahinta wɔ bisa nyame yɛ mpaebɔ mmerɛ kɛseɛ wɔ Tag TV so awia dumie ɛkɔsi dɔnko ɛdwoada ɛbenada ɛne nkwada biara bisa nyame na ɔbɛyɛ ama bisa nyame na ɔbɛma wakoma ato bisa nyame wɔ Tag TV ɛwade hyira
Tag TV, built in the globe with the gospel.
Hallelujah, it's coming again. All roads lead to Accra, Ghana. 2026 is a significant year for the Apostolic International Fraternity. We're gathering in Accra, Ghana from the 3rd to 6th November 2026 for the Apostolic World Conference 2026. God is bringing his children from across the globe for a spiritual buffet. Registration is open from the 15th of December 2025 to 31st July 2026. For registration or enquiries, visit apostolicworldconference.org. That's apostolicworldconference.org, or use the details on your screen.
It started in Wales with hearts aflame. A whisper turned to a mighty name. The spirit fell, the nation stirred. The fire of Pentecost reoccurred. The spreading flame, the belt, the hand, and the glow. The fire is marching round the world. From Wales to England, Scotland, and France, to Denmark's hearts that caught the dance. The belt, the hand, and the glow. The nations heard his call. Revival, fire, apostolic flame. To Jesus, Lord of all. To Nigeria shores, the message came with faith and power in Jesus' name. In Ghana's land, the truth took hold. In Sierra Leone, the story told through Cameroon, Togo, Benin, and Congo's plains. The spirit poured like mighty rains. From South Africa to Kenya's land, Uganda, Zambia, take their stand. Your hand is upon us. Oh, from Accra to Abuja, to Kampala, oh, Holy Ghost, send revival now. Oh, the worldwide flame across India and the Caribbean seas, Trinidad, Jamaica on bended knees, Brazil, Mexico, the USA, join the cry of praise today. Australia, Philippines, South Korea song, all nations to Christ belong. From Canada's cold to New Zealand's light, the belt of truth shines ever bright. The spreading flame, the belt, the hand, and the glow. Together we proclaim his love. Yeah. 5 years of grace, 5 years of glory, from Ghana to the world, we tell the story. The light is shining, the message is clear. Jesus is Lord, revival is here. Morning Express, we start the day with hope and joy, we sing and pray. Then comes Bisanya, may we intercede for souls in pain. The Lord will lead. Belting the globe with the gospel, raising the banner high for Jesus. The voice of the nations, 5 years of fire, and we're just begun. Oh, shining for the world to see. Shining for the world to see. Newsline keeps the world informed. Truth and integrity is our norm. The journey of life, we walk by faith. Health arena, your health, God's grace. Mission mandate spreads the word. The kitchen show, love stirred and served. Apostolic hour, we pray and reflect. Movie time brings joy to connect. Tap TV, belting the globe with the gospel, lifting up Jesus from coast to coast. Yeah. Tap TV, glory and power unstoppable. 5 years of victory, baby. The Holy Ghost. Oh, Tap TV. Everybody clap your hands. Tap TV. Oh, Tap TV. 5 years strong, we belting the globe. Tap TV. Oh, from Accra to London, Lagos to Berlin, across the oceans, His lights within.
Choosing TAC Television this morning. You're watching the Morning Express, coming to you live from our studios here in Adentan, Frafraha. It's time for TAC Biz. Emredu say bedi eye adwuma mu nkomo, sikasem ho nkomo, kwan abefa so a obedi ye pa ewo adwuma ne osikasem mu. Eno nti na TAC Biz segment yi ewo ho. Na ene anope ye ba bedi nkomo bia ewo hia ye pa. Titru for young people who are putting their career together, you know, even for experienced people in career. No? Every now and then, you have a CV to present. You have a cover letter to write. Whether you pay you for now via for another job or another offer, even in writing of proposals. Maybe you're a big-time businessman, of course, or a researcher, for instance, going to seek for grants, going to seek for sponsorship. And there they'll ask for your CV. So it's not only for young graduates that need a CV. Obia here CV, a very loud CV that will speak for you. Uhia cover letter se obetro to win a big contract. Uhia wenina ntano pay ebe kasa afa writing of CVs and cover letter. Yeba abedi unkomo mastering CV, particularly mastering CV and cover letter, how to write them, and interview skills, how to position yourself for your next job or your career. Anope yenya yenua bema kesia pa bako. The last time he was here, he spoke to us about branding, the fact that everybody has a brand. I've not forgotten. Or say ye say branding ho kra. The fact say branding ho no, and no cry a brand in the mouth. So the earlier you are intentional about it, the better it will be for you. I'm talking about none other but Yenua Bema Elvis K. Ako. Mr. Elvis K. Ako, or a CEO and founder leading while young and Kairos leadership. You are most welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
Good to have you again.
Yeah.
Also, you bet you feel. Say one brand indirectly, it's still a brand for yourself. Until the earlier you pay attention to it, the better it would be for you. Good to have you again.
Thank you. Thank you.
How is your leadership consortium doing? Leading while young. How are the young people? How is the impact? What is happening with them? Before we move into, the CV writing.
That's great. So I'm very passionate about leadership, especially with our young people, and getting them on board for them to know what they need to know now. Would go a long way of helping them tomorrow somewhere.
Wow, that's great.
So strategically, I do these seminars and all that for young people, not only for young people, but anybody who is, aspiring to be a leader one time. So, it's been going well. The Lord has been helping. The success stories has just been all around. And,
I mean, I didn't know you were an Apostle alumni until we finished that conversation. Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, how are these things essential to job seeking, job securing, grants, research, funding, and all that? Talking about CV and cover letter, even interviewing skills.
Exactly.
Put the three together. Tell us what exactly they are. What is a CV? What is a cover letter? And then tell us why they are so essential.
All right. First of all, I must say that even top professionals have not come to that space of knowing more details about CV writing, interviews, and cover letter. And it looks so surprising. I mean, where I work now, I do a lot of those stuff as well.
Okay.
So you see people aspiring for CEO positions, but then looking at their CV and cover letter, you'll be like, come on.
Really?
10K and beyond, and you are coming with that. So sometimes we help them to coach them around how to write them. And
so not only fresh graduate, but you are saying people who have even been in career for a long time still need what we are talking about this morning.
Yes. So a CV is basically just a document that summarizes your skills, your education, your experience, and maybe what you can do if you are hired.
Okay.
So a CV is basically something short we need to know. You end up seeing people writing a whole
storybooks
about themselves, putting them on CVs, 5 pages, 6 pages. I mean, a
That's
CV
too
could
much.
just carry just 2,
Okay.
at most 3.
Okay.
But 2 is a professional one. And a CV is very important because that is your first impression.
Okay.
Wherever you are going to, before you are giving the order to enter the interview room, you need the CV to push you there.
Okay.
So how do you garnish your CV for you to be able to intrigue the people, just that impression? So, no, this guy carries something. Let's give him the chance. Maybe he can just do something.
Wow.
So your CV then carries you to the interview room.
Wow.
So
What about the cover letter?
Yes.
What is the cover letter about?
So the cover letter is more or less like a letter that tells the hiring or the recruitment staff why you are sending us your CV.
Okay.
I mean, you can't just see a job opening and then someone's email is the hiring manager, then you just push. What does it mean? I mean, you might be qualified, your CV might look professional, that's all they need. But at least you should attach something like a letter that states why you are sending us the message.
Okay.
2, why you think you can fit inside. And 3, why they should give you the opportunity.
Wow.
Yes.
Why you think you qualify, why you think you can fit inside, why you think they should give you the opportunity.
Why you are writing to them.
Why you are writing, okay?
Yes.
Why you are writing,
to them.
why you think
Why
you
you
fit in that position,
and
why
why
they should give it to you.
Exactly.
Does the cover letter always have to go together with the CV, or one can go before or after the other?
One of the things many people do is that recruiters do not have time.
Okay.
To be sorting things out.
That's true.
So this is Elvis. He has sent a different cover letter.
Yeah.
Then another email comes. Elvis again.
CV.
So you ask somebody, come and let's check.
They might even think you are trying to duplicate.
Exactly. And they don't have time for that.
That's true.
They do at most 2 minutes with your CV.
Just 2 minutes.
And the cover letter. Even that one is at most.
At most.
At most.
So they could just glance through 30 seconds
and then
push
they
it
are
aside.
gone.
Wow.
So always when you are sending your cover letter, you put just down there, attached to this cover letter is my
CV.
professional CV.
Professional CV,
Yes.
not just CV.
No, you can
Okay.
you can just put CV, but just
Okay.
sound professional a bit.
But then some also write curriculum vitae.
Yes,
So
yes.
which is correct? CV is okay, or it has to be curriculum vitae boldly written?
From the little bit of what I've done, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Whether you put
is fine.
CV, they
Okay.
still accept.
The
Whether you put-
content is what matters.
The content is what matters. Whether you know how to, tell what a
All
CV
right.
is or not, we don't, check for that.
All right.
Remember that recruiters or the hiring manager
Yeah.
is searching for the key details that is
Absolutely.
inside what you are
So
giving out.
take us into the details. What are the key elements? You said 2 pages should be okay. Maximum 3 pages. What then are the key elements that should be on the CV?
Okay. So before that, I would want to use a minute to talk about the cover letter, and then I push that.
Sure.
So I'm going to give an example. Let's say there is a social managing role.
Okay.
And I am applying. So what I would do is, hi, hiring manager.
Okay.
Then you come down. I am very grateful to express my interest in the current role that you have put outside. And then you come down.
Okay.
I fit into this job because I have 4 years experience in social media
work.
managing. I've been able to shoot good content. I've been able to sell my ideas to outside, posting them here and here. The successes you've had, it increased our success rate from here to here. The previous work I was doing, I was commended for bringing out quality videos and pictures and also selling my brand out.
Okay.
You are just done. Then the last one, you just put that given the opportunity to be in this organization or to come to an interview room, I am capable of helping this organization to excel in whatever area of value they deem it.
Wow.
And then you are just done.
That's very concise.
Yes.
Straight to the point.
Yes.
So there is no need asking them, I'm very excited to write you this letter.
No,
how you doing? Hope your families are good.
No. that is a different story.
Yeah, so straight to the point.
Yes.
Why you think you fit in?
Yeah.
The first point?
The first one is why you're writing to us.
Why you're
So
writing
like I
to
said,
us.
I'm writing to express my keen interest in this
It's an
role.
expression of interest.
Yes.
Why you're writing to us. Why you think you fit in.
That's where you put in your experience, your skills,
credentials.
5 years of experience and this and that. And then when you are done, the last one is trying to tell them why you think they should give you the opportunity.
What are you bringing on board?
Yes.
What are you going to contribute?
Exactly.
Not just because you need a job
or
you need a promotion. Not just because you need a grant, but what are you bringing on board? That is so key. Take us into the CV now.
Yes.
What are the key elements of the CV?
So we have 2 types of CVs.
Okay.
We have the normal functional CV.
Okay.
That is the entry level.
Okay.
So for me, I'm doing my national service. So my CV is an entry level. I don't have much of other experiences beside, what I put there.
Okay.
So that is what I push ahead.
So for someone who is now going to land, if you put it, his first official job, that's the entrance CV.
Yes.
That's the first type we have. Okay.
And students that are still in school can have that functional or entry level CV.
Okay.
And we have the other one called the functional CV.
Okay.
The functional CV, it focuses more on your entry.
Okay.
And then I think I mentioned that already.
Yeah,
so
that's
we
the
also
first
have
one with the entry.
Yes, and then we also have the chronological CV.
Okay.
That means that you're moving from one organization to the other, and you have some experience. So chronologically, you just put in your details.
Okay.
Now back to what enters into the CV.
Yeah.
The CV should first have your contact details.
Your contact details.
Yes.
Okay.
So when they are looking at it, they should see your name at the front. They should see your contact, the very contact that when they call, they can get you. They should get your location.
Okay.
Because now most companies, they want to know the location you are and where the job is, so that, it will just help with you coming to work early and all that.
Yeah.
And then from that, if you have a LinkedIn, I think the other time we talked about personal branding.
It, absolutely.
Yes, you can put it there. Some people will just press the link and just show
to go and read about
you. And that is it. So that is your contact details.
Okay.
You don't need to add your age, your marital status.
Okay. How many children you have?
Like people do that and it's not good. It's not good. So just make it as snappy and simple as that.
Your contact details.
Your contact details. And then you step down a bit, then you come to your personal statement.
Okay.
Or in other words, professional summary.
Okay.
The professional summary or personal statement gives a brief about what you've done for the past years.
Okay.
What you've been able to do and what you can do. A little bit of it. So you can say, I am a detail-oriented marketing strategic person with 5 years experience in marketing strategy, HR, and all that. Put it there. And then put your successes you've done.
Okay.
In my current organization, I was able to bring 5% increment
in
to
revenue.
the to the normal company's work. And then you are done with that. That's your professional summary.
About how many paragraphs or lines should this be? Using Time New Romans 12?
Yes, I think that's a good one you're asking. So at most, 3 or 4 sentences is okay.
Should be fine.
It should be fine.
Not half of a page.
Oh, no.
But I'm talking about myself.
No, we don't need that. All we need to know is that we are putting you in job.
Okay.
What you are putting there, is it relevant for us to read, to catch up certain details, to give you the chance? That is all we are searching for. We don't want to know more. Just go straight to the point. I've done this, A and B. I was able to do A and B to the organization. Just prove to us through that that we can hire you. Some people write a whole paragraph, a whole page, and mind you me, they don't read. When they see it like that, they just flag it off. And then they are gone.
All right, so name, contact details, professional summary.
Yes.
What else?
So when you are done with that, then down you come with your skills.
Okay.
Mostly people put their educational qualifications there.
Yeah.
I think it should come back because the main thing they need now is not
a
where
skill,
you
what
where
you
you
can
attended
do.
school. Exactly.
Okay.
So the skill. So like social manager, like we are talking about, you are able to handle content curation.
Okay.
You are a detail-oriented person. Problem solving. I mean, the company, they want to solve problems.
Absolutely.
Critical thinking.
Yeah.
If you don't have those things, teamwork.
Okay.
And sometimes how you can win them is by reading about the values
of the company.
The company.
That's true.
And then you just tailor it to what your skills are.
Yeah.
And then when they just see, oh, these are our core values, and he
Yeah.
has them, let's just give him the chance.
Okay.
Yes. So integrity, whatever the organization you have, you have to do
the
a little
skills
bit.
that you have. Okay.
Read out about them.
Okay. Before
And-
your educational qualifications.
Yes. And with the skills, at most 5 is okay.
Okay.
Don't write a whole lot.
You don't need to list 1,000 of them.
No, just
strong
list the
skills.
critical, exactly.
Okay. Educational qualifications, is it ranging from my primary level, my kindergarten, or just tertiary up to secondary? How do you, professional, certification do you have? How do you go about arranging them?
All right. But I think it's good to come up with your skills and competencies, then you come with your experience before education.
Okay. All right. So by experience, what do you mean?
Yeah, experience means for the past years, what are the organizations you've been working in?
Okay.
The current position you were holding.
Okay.
The date. So let's say from January 2025 to let's say July 2026.
Okay.
I was in a social managing role.
Okay.
And I was the lead. And just mention about 3 or 4 of the successes you rendered to the organization before leaving.
Okay.
So like I was saying, you were able to increase the revenue by %.
Okay.
And then again, you were able to build up teamwork to, get a specific detail being made to bring revenue for the company.
Okay.
Then again, there was a problem that happened or something happened and you were also able to help with that. So
Okay.
at least 4.
Wow. Finally, wrap up on the CV for us. Contact, professional summary, as you put it, your skills, experience, educational
then educational
qualifications. What about the referees? How many maximum, minimum? Who and who could be the referee for you?
Okay, so with the referee or the references,
the references.
we are now calling it an outdated means of writing a CV.
Okay.
So currently, it's good to end after your educational qualification.
Okay.
And
No
even-
references
No
needed.
references for now.
Okay.
And then you would have a different details carrying maybe 4 or 5 of your references. That is not part of your CV.
Okay.
So in case you go to the interview, you give it to them and it's not part. They would ask you.
Okay.
If they want to know, they would ask you
And
and,
then
then
you
just
submit that
just
document.
submit it.
All right.
Yes.
Unfortunately, time is catching up on us. Interview skills in 1 minute. What should that be? How should you stay composed?
All right. That's a good thing to summarize about. So how you sit.
Okay.
You should just.
Am I sitting right now?
Yeah, you are sitting right. And then whilst you are waiting for them to talk, you just do something like this.
Okay.
And then make sure you catch eye contact.
Okay.
And don't be shivering. Yes, just catch eye contact. Just be smiling.
Okay.
So when they ask you the question, then you can start. All right, thank you very much for this opportunity. Then
Okay.
you can be doing your spacing, how you sit and how you elaborations and all of those. And when you go to the interview room, don't sit unless they ask you to sit.
Okay.
So when you just enter, hi, my name is Elvis. I'm here for the interview. Thank you. Then you stand. You
keep standing.
Yeah, you keep
even
standing.
if there's an empty chair there.
Don't sit.
But it's there because of you.
Yes, but they don't ask you to sit.
All right.
And
those are some of the errors.
Yes.
A few more errors that we usually do at interviews.
Yes, and sometimes too, when they ask you about your salary expectation, then you tell them anything is fine. What do you mean? That cuts off your value.
Okay.
That cuts off your value. And did they normally ask? Myself, I've asked before. Yes.
So you should name a price.
You should give them a price. Do a research about the work. Know how worth you are for that. And then just be bold to speak out. They will know that you really have confidence.
I wish they will ask me right now.
You will mention the tens of thousands and the millions. But
All
it
right.
should be within a reasonable
absolutely
range.
reasonable. Yes. Your final words, Mr. Elvis. Always a blessing. Wish we could go on and on and on and on. Final words, CV, cover letter, interview skills.
All right. So your CV does not give you a job.
Okay.
It wins you the interview room. And the interview room does not do anything but wins you your job.
Wow.
And your job does not do anything, but when your character is good, you are being kept in it.
Wow.
Wherever you are. So your CV should be as precise and simple as it can be, just like I've elaborated.
Yeah.
And then it wins you the interview. When you get to the interview room, you just be as simple as you can be, authentic as you can be. And with your cover letter, always know that it must match up with your CV.
Okay.
So attached to my CV is this, and then they look at it here and then they decide to call you for an interview.
Wow.
And then you can move on from there.
Thank you so much, Mr. Elvis. You're always a great blessing. We hope to have you again sooner than later. Thank you so much for making time to watch Tag-Based Segment here on the Morning Express. So your cover letter must always go together with your CV. Don't split them. They don't have your time. Please. CV winning you a place in the interview room. Your interview would give you a place in the job, and then your character would keep you there and progressing. What a good way to sum up this morning. Mr. Elvis Acor is CEO and founder of, he's CEO and founder of Leading While Young and Kairos Leadership. Such a great blessing he has been unto us. Still keep watching Morning Express, still giving you another fine experience. Few more minutes to go though, but international Abigail Owusu Bempa, aka International. She's standing by for trends and vibes. We will be right back.
A beautiful Monday morning to you, cherished viewer. This is the Trends and Vibes segment right here on the Morning Express show here on Tag TV. And I am Abigail Ifia Owusu Bempa. This morning, I am so happy. In your mind, am I happy now in your, because this is the day that the Lord has made. And so I am rejoicing in it. And I'm glad in it. I'm sure that I also know this is the day that the Lord has made in it. A rigi when you were womb, a treasure moment na e wo sisiaran enyo na ne peye shase no ye de fi Psalm 34:19 also there many are the afflictions of the righteous but the Lord delivereth him out of them all. Many are the afflictions of the righteous but the Lord delivereth him out of them all. Obi no kana asem ochiri ni zena manne no odoso nanso yankopon oyi en fini name intano pay more trying day my scripture your catching day a good person another a righteous person oh you will face so many challenges, you face so many temptations, you face so many circumstances no beba wa kwem abrabon so bo hwo mei obetwa chirimbe nanso in all of it no hunide Yankopon obedien na efrim Sunday entrosem na la o maye hunde maye fam ni nyina no orehyen den or prepare for what is ahead of us next mabeya when we encounter it again in our life we'll be able to handle it and handle it well. Into no abrabona yebon bad days come, pains come, trials happen to all of us, even those who try to live right. El bon who modern day e believe right now so still mbe is ebejibi na say reverence why it doesn't mean there yen yankopon no weja debi waso uma bepem dem pempendu ya obeja nja enti no make sure there Mary femino Emma umbuwa bem na nja yankopon anade nkasantia yankopon na yeresom no ye denara obeba begie no bemanya na hoden for us to pull through na yefi hono ena oye yen papa yarankasa ya dingina yen doctor pa kope Apostle Erod Amina wa kan sembi unde ende dala na yeze oye 21 day fasting and prayers no yeze be wi enyom nyimde be mo oye extended but officially no 21 days ende dana ya climax na yen papa onye na ache nsembi no wa chede wa Kenya amede wa Kenya na mamenyi mawo enti no o ma yen kotie na yen bra ye ba ye bochiado.
Dear one, I give God praise for your lives and I thank you and I congratulate you for being able to go through these 21 days of fasting and prayers. I saw some people, I realized it wasn't easy for them, but they were soldiering on. We thank God that we've come to the end of the 21 days talking about what? Spiritual warfare. I believe that God has raised you to a certain level and I just want to remind you that every level has its blessing. Okay, so don't say that we finished the program and then you go back to where you were. No, walk with the Lord at your new level because many new blessings await you. Walk with the Lord in faith. Walk with the Lord in this spiritual warfare and strategic warfare. And I know that it shall be well with you. We ended with strategic warfare. And strategic warfare is not only about victory, but it's about you standing after all is done. I pray that the Lord grants you that extra oil so that irrespective of what is happening around you, you will stand. Stand for the Lord, stand in faith, for it shall be well with you. Remember, he says that all things work together for those who love God, those who are called according to his purpose. For the rest of the year and into the coming years, may all things work together for you, and may the hand of God be upon you. Whenever you are perplexed, always remember that greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. The Lord bless you for keeping faith with the Apostolic Church. Amen.
Say wara etsi enyo mayem papa ken no ose dey level na ye dun hwe na nko baby a na e won ekwo ho ebe ha wadwen ebe ha ya adwen papa say we are moving from one level to the another grace no or from one state to another stage into no don't go back to where you were then boom kodra na kodo na hunde. Everything is going to fall in places. And bra, ye see, oh ma, this exhortation from Yem Papano on Shawarden, that you will remain steadfast in Christ Jesus. Now, ye if you want na Ghana Police Service for Wama men cradem and fan one in your especially I want now will apply for this year, offend the recruitment process, and those who have gone through the recruitment process, what's the day? It is ongoing, it is ongoing. Oyememendeyana will issue them statements. Now, what's the day? Applicants, applicants, that is successful applicants. I wanna nyamna dom wentil ayeye mawafo no. We invite one. Now, our invitation, so no, it is in badges. It is in badges to the various centers for validation. That is other documents will be included in this validation process. And our day, first badge for that is they've been invited to undergo the process, and all other applicants they successfully made it. And also they made it through the medical examination and has been declared medically. Will be invited for the consideration. So what's there? I want to wonder into wakacha one day when you're patient na recruitment processes or record de bibi ano ya abotan ti se nya abotan na ekoye bibi fofora na waye bibi foforo enyo into no what's the munya abotan na obia obefro de botueska be de pocho what's menye cry menye any information regarding there, come and pay this, come and do this, come and do that, and menye what else can I show? What do you mean here what else can I show? You are not supposed to make any payments, and that so far as you have gone through the process and you have successfully been recruited another error through the process and obefro nti Ghana police for what's the day member canchen one an opinion inti yerifi hono Ghana police for one hono and young president John Dramani Mahama so wabe kansen bi na o kran and the Ghana for bebre na ye ho man de o man no you hopeless etima enya successful nti de bia na me to kwan na me ha na me ye de na Ghana na metin na Ghana ide for young president wabeka for us today we should stop speaking negatively about our country in your young country na yetimin my yankopon cheche ne yenso yenza yenyan nti you are not supposed to speak negatively about this country now oyedama it undermines the country's development in your oyedama because our record o mind dey ebi akọ baby na akọkata o mind dem no ata o mind dem no no obi pedo obebo mind na chede wasa nature because na timeminyine rekade o mind wanyede ya chede negatively na chede obe undermine national development enti ya pamacho what's president today munjai them negative talks na wakafa o mind ho no ayedama yan founding fathers no o grave mus worrebo ho enyo because we be making sacrifices for this country and us and to know Erica Sema speak positively positively na ebi mumpo wakade Ghana would have been better off under colonial rule na wala ekadama sem yo yemawa colonial rule na was chain out to yana na yensen sister brother when you steady wo ho so this is what our President John Dramani Mahama is telling us, that we should speak positive things about this country because this country is what we have. And then if we want to move this country to the next level, or if we want to develop this country, it all depends on us as citizens and not only the leadership or not only the government of this country. Now, Morosorodon, Take's Got Talent on Sono. Orokodo zan orokodo na wiki otwe mu ya memende yara no ye week 5 na enye jesemo wom ne the judges declared that week as eviction free into no obiara anko fie na mmom na ehwe chat ne do a ebi mu won ho keka pa na yankopon no be ma won na this week no wakasa afa yankopon ne do, that is God's love into no ware ehwe amfrey they came on stage prepared obeka nyame no do kire yes wo do ye odo awawado Oda mu yedru aha DJ fun obe DJ obe choko na ze wona wo boto ndwom oboto we wona wobe yi obe ye drama so obe ye nyo presenters no so no obe kan Yesu ne do ne kire ye nti o ma yen hwe highlight nembra because ye wie no ebi mu wini award na ze nti ma yen hwe highlight nembra ye ba ye botwado.
How then do we respond to this great love? My dear friends, when someone hurts you, choose forgiveness over hatred. Because even Jesus prayed to the Father to forgive mankind when he was still hanged on the cross. Secondly, Jesus wants you to love everybody as he has loved you, as said in John 13:34. So you must love unconditionally, encourage others, give to the needy, and this act of love can change someone.
Sacrifice. John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave. 1 John chapter 4 verse 10, this is love. Not that we love God, but that he loved us and gave his son as a sacrifice to make us right. Romans chapter 5 verse 8 says, while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. See,
Before I go on a quick commercial break, I have a weather forecast for you all. There shall be rain of God's love in the coming weeks. Be in the mode of expectancy.
So, ladies and gentlemen, best costume goes to Lydia Coco. Lydia, give us a wave.
Please come back. Please come back.
Our best performance for tonight is Zika. Miracle Ofoliwa Edusi. Go backstage. Now, hold on. Okay. Christodia Echampon, go backstage. Okay, hold on. Wager dancers, go backstage. Can we line up here? Yes, join them here. So, ladies and gentlemen, for this week, they are saved. So you can go backstage.
Hey, Aziz Oyahim Shishanka Sanka. What I say, as now, what year do eviction free in Pony, so worry we. A bit more start to roast and crowd put it out. Yes, someone voting. Also, no, the Dembria and I are a wholesome. Why you so sem? Nazin so into me, I wish vote number obey us. Into Nowara Inhui Lydia from Dina Dodowa area na offer best costume, that is best dressed for the night. Na Gerald and so Gerald Ziga from Tema area preacher man on offer best performance for the night. Into yes Srawan Odudambria why tears of joys. When I was so worrisro and Pamacho. Do the needful by voting for your favorite contestant. Miss Mobeya Wabeka Kinsin Nyadama Mofran Obosu. You interno on this note no na me care with there this week no eviction no basi life and colored and to do well to vote for your contestant as I said into ha na yezi Trends and Vibes segment no yezi besi wo morning special no do Attack TV ami di jumedi ho chiam no frem Abigail Ifia Owusu Bempa Macro yam wechna yebesa na Asia.
Thank you so much for staying with us, still watching Morning Express here on TAC Television, where we are giving you an edifying experience. Aya Trends and Vibes, Ena Etra Eguno, thank you. Aya Abigail Ifia Owusu Bempa, aka International. Bakope. Yemrena Yabre, unfortunately, we have to draw down the curtain for the sake of time now at that program and also end to us. So let's take time off to thank you so much for making time with us this morning on the Morning Express. It's Shasie and a partner on Sony Chegua Akopim say Ekobo Nundu. Namia the Mochlan so Yebishiao Ewojumedia, so 7 a.m. here on TAC Television. We cannot go without giving you a special invitation to the launch and the symposium of TAC TV's 5th anniversary. Senia Yeshasie D Mkomo and they TAC TV Yedi Mfishia Enum. Enunti eye kwesiada ebeya the 9th of August ena symposium no ebaso. It is the official launch and the symposium of TAC TV's 5th anniversary. Ebaso eye Sunday the 9th of August 2026. Ewo the Apostolic Church Ghana Mount Zion Assembly in Asalam Down. Time no eye 3 o'clock p.m. Time no eye 3 o'clock p.m. Time no 3 o'clock p.m. And then other four maybe I will be ano ye tunsa Ephraim pa. The Apostolic Church Ghana Mount Zion Assembly in Asalam Down. Opposite Iran Clinic. And unti kwesiya day ye besho wenim. The Apostolic Church Ghana, President Apostle Dr. Aaron Amina. He would be there, and CEO of Agri-Impact Group, Elder Dr. Daniel Fahene Akoi, and also Ebebe Pai. And then our board chair in the person of Elder Clenard Bawa. All the staff of TAC TV, presenters, the backroom staff, the MCR, Obia Baby. Enti wow ye chef on so ye tun safro. Brabe kan ye ho kwesiada na yenye launch no any symposium papa. Ye betwa mfoni pi, ye beji ani ne ade anti. Ye be hwe anim. Ne bukuada ye be kwa akoye eye outreach so. Then Sunday we go for the Thanksgiving service. Ewo Peace Villa Assembly. Few comments on Facebook. Emreno Ayabre, DJ Ketekre. Also, wow, very impressive, great job. And yeah, This who you are listening or watching us rather from Sankore Infantim. He said you are doing a very great job. Thank you so much. Hope to have you again tomorrow. Dorcas, our time is up.
Yes, Henry.
Hope it's been a great day for you.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, CV parts and catching my attention.
That's awesome.
And then I wanted to comment on the 5th year anniversary. I'm a product of Media 7 and Doxa Open University.
Oh, I see.
So to those people who do not know, it was through Elder Entry. He was my lecturer in school at Doxa Open University. He was the one that brought me to TAC TV in 2021, 2022.
Oh, that's awesome.
So Elder Entry, Mr. Angel, Mami Abiba Tabs, ACL, every single person did great for the pioneering and here we are, Henry. Back behind the scenes,
business news.
Business news. Hey, Charlie.
I think we should get those pictures back.
Yes,
within them, we're going to show you fantastic pictures.
Yeah.
News in brief is next and enjoy the rest of our programs.